Okay, we're here, Beckett announced, bringing his SUV to a halt in the parking lot of Forever Home Animal Rescue. What's the plan? He asked Jax. We're getting a dog, Jax announced. Awesome! Evan squealed from the back seat. Whoa, hang on there. Carter leaned between the front seats. You live in my house, and you didn't think to mention that you're getting a dog? I'm not getting a dog for me, it's for Joey. Evan squished under Carter so he could lean between the seats too. You're getting Joey a dog? It's part of my multi-tiered apology plan, Jax explained. What are you apologizing for? Evan wanted to know. Jax ignored the smirk that passed between his brothers. Kid, you'd be driving age by the time I got done explaining. Let's just say I screwed up a long time ago. And you're just now apologizing? Evan asked. Yeah. Evan shook his head. Man, there better be a lot of tears to that apology. No kidding, Jax agreed. Okay, let's find you an apology dog, Carter sighed, opening his door. Come on, Evan, Carter grumbled. I told you to keep a good grip on that leash. Sorry, Diesel just wants to get to know Tripod Jr. better, Evan said, reeling the fat, fluffy puppy back in. Tripod Jr. meowed mournfully from his carrier on the seat between Evan and Carter. For the love of God, who the hell is howling? Beckett yelled over the racket. I think it's Meatball, Evan said, peeking into the hatch. Waffles just sat on him. No, I have Waffles up here, Jax said, pointing to the black and white hairball that had his head out the window. Oh, then Valentina sat on Meatball. Waffles shifted in Jax's lap and stepped on his balls. Ow, fuck! I'm telling Mom, Beckett threatened with a grin. Is anyone else thinking this might have been a bad idea? Jax asked. There's no point in asking that question. We're committed, and we have to deal with the fallout, Evan said, squishing Diesel's little face in his hands. Right, boy? The puppy licked him in the face, and then bit his nose. Ow, damn it! I'm telling Gianna, Beckett snickered. Evan wiped the puppy's slobber off his nose. I don't think she's going to care about me saying damn when we show up with a three-legged cat and a puppy with razor blades for teeth. At least we didn't get the elderly obese Howler and Marmaduke Jr. Summer's going to lose her crap when she sees that duo, Beckett said, jerking his thumb toward the back of the SUV. For your information, Meatball is only 9, and it's an easily manageable thyroid condition, Carter retorted. And Valentina is named after one of Summer's favorite designers, and I couldn't say no to those big bloodshot eyes. I'm just glad you didn't adopt another damn goat, Jax said, pulling Waffles off Beckett's lap. Mrs. Penske told me it's the most successful day the rescue ever had. That's because the only animals left are the ones with pending adoptions, Beckett said dryly. And that wrinkly pug dog with a sinus infection, Carter said. Jax thought he detected a little wistfulness in his brother's voice. Mr. Snuffles? Evan asked. Poor guy. Can't we? No! All three Pierces yelled, which only encouraged Meatball to start howling again. The human passengers sat in silence for a few minutes, each pondering Mr. Snuffles's unfortunate predicament. You know, Mom and Franklin are going to need a dog to go with their new house, Jax ventured. Beckett was already making a U-turn. Fine, but Mr. fucking Snuffles better not get his green snot all over the leather. Evan hooted, and Valentina turned Meatball's solo into a duet. Tripod Jr. added a sad meow chorus. Well, Waffles, Jax murmured to the furry mop in his lap. I'm counting on you to soften your mom up for me. The dog turned to look at Jax with one brown eye and one blue. He blinked. I feel like you understand what I'm saying. Waffles blinked again. Huh, Jax said. Carter sniffed the air. Please tell me that came from one of the dogs. Evan pulled his shirt over his face. The smell wafted its way up to the front seat. Beckett gagged, and Jax buried his face in Waffles' wiry fur. Did someone just shit themselves in my car? Beckett demanded, rolling down all the windows. They pulled back into the rescue's parking lot. Mrs. Penske was casually walking Mr. Snuffles around the front porch on a leash. "Back so soon?" She greeted them with a cheery wave. Mr. Snuffles sneezed, sending a green shower in a 2-foot radius. "We'll take the 4-legged sinus infection, Mrs. Penske," Jax said, handing his credit card out the window. "Oh, how exciting!" she said, patting her silver-streaked curls, eyes sparkling behind her wire-rimmed spectacles. She looked like an energetic Mrs. Claus. "I'll just hand him over and bring you a receipt," she said, shoving the dog into Carter's arms through the back window. "She's running as if she's afraid we'll change our minds," Carter muttered. She had him out here on a leash. "She knew we'd be back for him," Beckett said, massaging his temples. "How'd she know that?" Evan asked, unwrapping Diesel's leash from his wrist and ankle. "Because we have suckers stamped on our foreheads," Jax grumbled. Waffles gave a happy little yip. Mrs. Penske reappeared, waving Jax's credit card and receipt. "Thank you boys so much. Are you sure I can't talk you into posing for a group picture for our Facebook page?" "No," they answered in unison. "Remember, no posting on social media until tomorrow, right, Mrs. Penske?" Beckett said, flashing her his best mayoral grin. "All right. Well, you boys have fun surprising your girls," she said with a wink. Beckett rolled up the windows and pulled away before they adopted anything else. "Okay, we've got a problem," Jax announced. "I don't smell it yet," Carter said, sniffing. "Not that kind of a problem," Jax said, exasperated. "Waffles here is supposed to help me sweep Joey off her feet. With the rest of you in this rolling fart circus, you're going to steal my thunder." "Fart circus," Evan snickered. Valentina chose that moment to vault over the back seat, knocking Tripod's yowling carrier into the console. She lunged forward, her giant tongue colliding with Beckett's face. He swerved across the double line and back, but the overcorrection took them into the berm before Beckett was able to get them back between the lines. They all heard the sirens at the same time. When Beckett managed to pull over and roll his window down, Valentina shoved her head out and gave Sheriff Cardona a face full of tongue. "Is there a problem, officer?"